So I remember one time I had this warehouse job, right? And there was this dude named, I'm not gonna say their real names just in case, because you never know. We're gonna call him Dante. There was this dude named Dante, right? And he had a birthday coming up. His birthday happened to fall on a Saturday. Now, this warehouse job was one of the jobs where nobody had weekends off in our positions. There was different positions within this warehouse job, and we were a low level position, and nobody was allowed to have weekends off. We were highly relied on. Like the type of job we had, like there was other people above us that relied on us being there, being on time, and making sure that we provided the product for them. So Dante already knew what was up. He'd been working with the company probably for about going on almost a year, almost a year. So this was the way his birthday fell on. This was his first time his birthday coming around, but he already knew what was up. He already knew there was no way that he was going to be able to have his birthday off. But he saw one person. There was one other guy that he saw that got multiple chances because he would call out. There was this other guy. We're gonna call him Joey. Joey will call out pretty often, and we knew Joey played video games. We knew he stayed up late playing video games because he always tell us he would be playing games and streaming and whatnot. And a lot of people figured that's why he would call out, because he would be too tired to come, because we would be there very early in the morning. We would be there early. I'm not gonna say the time because I don't want to give it away. Like I said, people, you never know. People may be watching this video that I used to work with at this warehouse job, but we used to get up very early, so we weren't done. We knew what it was. Now I knew. I'm the only one that knew that Joey was smashing the manager, the female manager. I'm the only one that knew this, and I wasn't even supposed to know. I happened to be, because I was new there. You know what I'm saying? Like this, not recently, but a while ago. I was already working there for about 2.5 years at this point, and Dante was newer. Remember, Dante was going on his first year. I was there for 2.5 years at the point, but earlier in that job, I was looking for the bathroom. It's a big warehouse, and I was trying to find, because there's multiple bathrooms. I just wasn't sure where they were, and I happened to end up in this like hallway, small hallway room type of area, and I happened to see them, hear them talking, and see them, whatever, doing something they weren't supposed to be doing on the job on the clock. And that's how I figured out. And they told me not to say nothing. And I didn't say nothing. I'm the only one I knew. I don't run my mouth. I just didn't say nothing. So that's the real reason why Joey was able to call out as much as he was calling out. But besides him, nobody else, other people called out, other people showed up late. They got written up. They got multiple warnings. Even people have gotten fired for, not showing up to work because they were hungover, or they said something happened when they were sick, whatever their excuse, or calling out, whatever their excuse was. That's the thing about this warehouse job. It was very, very strict. Very, very strict on you being there. Because again, like I said, you were relied on. There was people above you that counted on you providing the product for them. You had to be there that day. And it was decent money. It wasn't great, but it wasn't poor. Like, it wasn't bad money for being like an entry level position. And you could work your way up, but it wasn't going to be easy for you. But anyways, another reason how Dante messed up is he was going around telling people, "Oh, my birthday coming up. I don't care. I'm calling out. I'm not coming in. Da 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 da." Joey done did it multiple times. Ain't nothing happened to him. That's, what I'm saying. I know they ain't worried about me. And that's the thing too. You gotta keep to yourself, man. Don't let people know your next move. Don't let people know your business, man. And it's not worth it. You gonna call out. for one day, and possibly get in trouble to celebrate your birthday. And just to clarify for you, Dante was on 40. This is gonna be his 40th birthday. So it's like you at the age where you done celebrated plenty of birthdays, man. You know, celebrate it on your day off. I know your day off is on a weekday, but so what? You too old to be, oh, I gotta have I'm taking it off. I'm taking it off, and you going around the whole, pretty much almost the whole warehouse telling everybody that it's your birthday and that you're not coming in. You don't care. You turning up. You gonna have a good time. Your cousin coming out of town from, down south and this and that. So it's like this the type of stuff you don't do. You know, you don't do this type of stuff. You don't go around telling people what you finna do, and what you finna do is actually not what you supposed to do, like calling out. It's one thing if you sick and you come in with a doctor's note, you know, or a family emergency, and you come in with some proof like somebody really, really hurt within your household and you had to, you couldn't come in, you were stuck at the hospital or whatever the situation is. That's something different. But to actually tell people you're going to be calling out because it's your birthday and people know your age, you know, it's just dumb. All behind because you saw Joey do it over and over. But again, little did he know Joey was smashing the manager, man. Our manager. There were multiple managers, but we had one manager. She was a female. She happened to be a female. She was above us, man. She did the schedule. As far as I know, she did payroll for us, everything. You know. So come around for his birthday, man. Come Saturday, and he didn't show, man. He didn't show. No call, no show. Even though everybody already knew, and he came in that following Monday, because we were closed. We closed on Sunday, and that Sunday we were closed. That Sunday we not usually closed on Sundays because again we're a warehouse and we work with products. But that Sunday we happened to be closed. I forget what reason was it was closed. I think it was a holiday. Yeah, it was a holiday. I can't remember what holiday it was, but we were closed that Sunday. And then so that Monday he walked in, and he came in early too. He came in like 5 minutes early with a coffee in his hand, like he had some Dunkin' Donuts, like a bagel or food. And he usually never comes in with food. Smile on his face, and he didn't even get a chance to clock in. She was waiting. She was literally standing there waiting for him to come in. She was actually looking at her phone, you know, and she was like, "Excuse me, hey Dante, come here. I need to talk to you." And his smile turned into like a upside down frown. It looked like he just lost his puppy. He just turned so sad, like he knew what was up. As soon as she said, "Hey Dante, excuse me, I need to talk to you." As soon as she said it, and I was like, damn. I was like, I told him, man. I told him. He took the walk of shame, the halfway long walk of shame to our office, and all of us, because it was multiple of us. It was a good 8 of us besides him, 8 9 of us that was on the morning team. Besides him, and everybody was like, "Ooh!" Like everybody knew, you know, because everybody was talking. Like I told him, don't do it. I said, bro, it's not worth it. One day. I said, one day. He's like, nah, man, we never get weekends off, man. F this job, man. F this job. They do that on purpose. They know people like to go out on the weekends and have a good time. They know, people only come around on weekends. Everybody works during the week. So only time you can hang out with your peoples and your families on the weekend. And it's not right, man. Everything going down on the weekends. It's not right. They get the weekends off. The managers get the weekends off. How come we can't? And I'm like, bro, you applied for this job. You knew what you got yourself into. And the thing is, I don't know if you guys believe this or not, because maybe may not be that type of person, but a lot of dudes share their business. You get to know dudes in a short period of time, how they're living, who they live with, how many people they live with, if they ever been to jail, a lot of personal stuff. So I knew that Dante needed the money. I knew for a fact Dante needed the money, and I knew that Joey didn't need the money because not only was he smashing manager, but she was taking care of him. She was paying his rent. Yeah, she was literally paying his rent. I heard she made buku money. Not really from the job, but she saved a lot of money from her previous job before she came to that warehouse job and became a manager. So she was loaded. And I heard her parents came from money. Her family came from money too. She was loaded. She was actually what was she? She was actually Gooish. You know, the little hats people. I don't like saying her name, but she was one of those. So yeah, guys, different strokes for different folks. I knew he needed the money. So that's also why I was trying to tell him, like, at the end of the day, he a grown man. He was older than me. So who am I to tell him what to do? But I was trying to help him, like, bro, this is a bad decision. And like I said, remember I told you his cousin was coming from out of town from down south. So he hasn't seen him, he said, in a long time. He said he's only going to be there for the weekend. Only for the weekend. And he knew he was going to have Saturday and Sunday off. So he was going to get turned up on Saturday. He said he was going to go out to eat to a different place, two places Sunday, and then sleep so he could be ready to start fresh Monday for the week. I was like, all right, man. I was like, I don't think it's a good idea, but hey, do you? And we talked after he went to office, and he told me he was like, man, I thought she was gonna give me like a warning and just write me up, but she just let me go, man. She fired me. And honestly, guys, his work performance was sour. It wasn't. He didn't have the greatest work performance. He wasn't pulling his weight, carrying his weight, because we worked as a team. There was a lot of product we had to get to the people above us that needed it, and he was always caught lagging, always caught on his phone, always caught um, carrying less of a load than everybody else. When we had to scan and tag and make sure the product was even for our different trucks, because we took product off of delivery trucks, his numbers were always messed up. His count was always off. So they already felt like, man, he's actually doing us, we're actually doing ourselves a favor. He gave us a reason. Technically, this job, like, some jobs don't, in certain states, don't need a reason to fire you. They could just fire you just because they don't like you. Honestly, they can look up the law. I'm not making this up. And I live in one of those states, unfortunately. But the fact that his work performance wasn't great, it was like he's already a liability. He's already making us have to double check his work. He's already a headache. So he was kind of like a loudmouth. He talked a lot. Like I told you, everybody knew that he was gonna call out because he had a big mouth. He was a showboat type of dude. So they got rid of him. Also, another thing, what I'm saying, I have to say this, is, believe this or not, but at this job, I don't know about other jobs, but this warehouse job, the managers are jealous of the car you drive. If you drive a nice car, if your car is a nice car, clean, good brand, like a BMW, a Benz, even if it's not a BMW Benz, if it's just a newer year car, like last year, within 3 years, and it's clean and you take care of it, they be jealous of you. They be hating on you. He also had a very nice car. This dude had a AMG, fully loaded, all red, candy paint, uh, red rims too. You know what I'm saying? And he got the car from selling drugs. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. He didn't do it. He didn't sell drugs anymore, but he used to. And he got out. He was actually, that's one thing I can respect about him. I don't respect about him selling drugs at all. I don't respect anybody who has done that. But I respect the fact that he got out of it. You know what I'm saying? Before it could catch up to him. He wasn't greedy. That's literally what he told me. He said, I got this car. He said, I paid for my niece's college fund, or her tuition. He paid her college tuition because the aunt passed away, his sister passed away, and he paid off his credit card bills because he had a lot of credit card bills, and he said he got the card, and that was it. He got out. So, at least he was able to get something out of it. But yeah, the managers were jealous. That was another reason. And I heard them talking too, because there's multiple managers. They were talking and hating on how you get that kind of car and he worked here. Because again, we worked a lower level entry position. There's a warehouse job. And these managers just look down on you, man. They're making more than you, even though it's not a crazy, crazy amount more. Like, but yeah, they look down on you, and if you driving a nice car, they wondering how you got it and why you want to work there, and what you do to get what you've done to get your car and stuff like that, and how you can maintain it and afford it. And then they want to wonder about your living station. Where does he live? Well, he lives here. They pull up your application, start talking about where you live and where you put on your application, all this weird stuff, man. But yeah, guys, pretty much gonna end the video there, man. I just want to say it's just not worth it at the end of the day, man. Hopefully this video can help somebody young or even if old, because like I said, Dante was 40 years old, and he really thought that he could just call out and still have his job get written up or suspended maybe, and still have his job because it was only one time. And he saw Joey doing it, but didn't know. Again, he didn't know Joey was smashing the manager. I knew, and I know that actually took a big effect and cause, and to why Joey gets off and why he didn't get the same treatment as Joey. And I feel like the manager knew that too. I feel like the manager knew that he was using he actually he told me he said that too. I forgot to say that. He told me when he talked to her in the office that he told her Joey calls out all the time playing video games and stuff like that, and you haven't fired him. Why you firing me? He said something was off about her, her excuse or whatever. She wasn't really answering. He didn't think that they were smashing because Joey was an ugly dude. Let me say too. Joey was he looked dirty. He looked like he didn't shower. And I'm not hating because I didn't want to smash the manager. She wasn't my type. She wasn't my cup of tea, to be honest with you. She wasn't ugly, but just not my type. So I'm not hating at all, guys. But yeah, he didn't think that Joey was smashing her at all. Dante didn't think that. So yeah, guys, it's not worth it. Especially if you really need your job. Do not let one night, especially in this economy, man. Jobs are hard to come by. You got jobs that are laying people off because the economy is so bad. It's hurting. They're hurting. They got to do what they got to do. They got to put their business first and their dollar first. So don't get fired. Don't lose a decent job, a good job over wanting to party, wanting just save up your money or invest your money or try to apply to a better job that'll give you weekends off, and then you leave gracefully. Don't just ruin it. If you got income and you count on your money, making sure your bills are paid and your roof is kept over your head, it's not worth it getting fired, man. It's not worth having to sleep in your car. You guys see these videos where dudes are sleeping in their car and stuff, looking crazy, and live in a situation where they got to shower and brush their teeth and wash up in a gym bathroom or a truck stop and stuff like that. You don't want to be living like that, man. You don't want to do it. So be smart with your decisions. Worry about partying and drinking on your days off only. And if you can't link up with the people you want to link up with, oh well, man. Enjoy yourself by yourself, man, or link up with people that are off the same days as you. You know, I don't know. Comment down below, guys. I love to read your comments and respond. I read every comment. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel. Let's run this channel up. Please subscribe and please share. Share this video with somebody who needs to hear it. Somebody who would call out because it's their birthday or call out because they want to go out drinking. Let them know it's not worth it, especially if they get a steady income and the money is helping them. And you know what I'm saying? They need it. Everybody needs money right now, and you need money to survive. Even if you're young, even if you're being taken care of and you don't have rent or whatever your situation is, you can use the money, get ahead so you could be set for your future. All right. I catch you guys in the next one. Peace and love.